When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Elon Musk. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Elon Musk. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Elon Musk. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. Elon Musk. If something's important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure. Elon Musk. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. Elon Musk. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. Elon Musk. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Elon Musk. I would like to die on Mars, just not on impact. Elon Musk. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. Elon Musk. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. Elon Musk. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. Elon Musk. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Elon Musk. I think you should always bear in mind that entropy is not on your side. Great companies are built on great products. Elon Musk. I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to ask other people to invest in something if I'm not prepared to do so myself. I think there should be regulations on social media to the degree that it negatively affects the public good. Elon Musk. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. Elon Musk. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. Elon Musk. We're running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide the atmosphere can handle before there is an environmental catastrophe. Elon Musk. It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, your job is going to be quite miserable. Elon Musk. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. Elon Musk. If you go back a few hundred years, what we take for granted today would seem like magic. Being able to talk to people over long distances, to transmit images, flying, accessing vast amounts of data like an oracle. I will never be happy without having someone. Going to sleep alone kills me. Elon Musk. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. Elon Musk. Rockets are cool. There's no getting around that. Elon Musk. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. Elon Musk. I think life on Earth must be about more than just solving problems. It's got to be something inspiring, even if it is vicarious. Elon Musk. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. Elon Musk. I really do encourage other manufacturers to bring electric cars to market. It's a good thing, and they need to bring it to market and keep iterating and improving and make better and better electric cars. And that's what going to result in humanity achieving a sustainable transport future. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Sometimes it will be ahead, other times it will be behind. But brand is simply a collective impression some have about a product. If humanity doesn't land on Mars in my lifetime, I would be very disappointed. Elon Musk. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. Elon Musk. Reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? If the future does not include being out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that incredibly depressing. The value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no question. But I want to be clear, I'm not trying to be anyone's savior. I'm just trying to think about the future and not be sad. To make an embarrassing admission, I like video games. That's what got me into software engineering when I was a kid. I wanted to make money so I could buy a better computer to play better video games. Nothing like saving the world. In order to have your voice be heard in Washington, you have to make some little contribution. Elon Musk. If I'm not in love, if I'm not with a long-term companion, I cannot be happy. Elon Musk. Tesla is here to stay and keep fighting for the electric car revolution. Elon Musk. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. Elon Musk. We can't have, like, willy-nilly proliferation of fake news. That's crazy. You can't have more types of fake news than real news. That's allowing public deception to go unchecked. That's crazy. Elon Musk. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future. Elon Musk. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future. Elon Musk. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens, Elon Musk. The problem is that at a lot of big companies, process becomes a substitute for thinking. You're encouraged to behave like a little gear in a complex machine. Frankly, it allows you to keep people who aren't that smart, who aren't that creative. We're already cyborgs. Your phone and your computer are extensions of you, but the interface is through finger movements or speech, which are very slow, Elon Musk. A company is a group organized to create a product or service, and it is only as good as its people and how excited they are about creating. I do want to recognize a ton of super talented people. I just happen to be the face of the companies. If we drive down the cost of transportation in space, we can do great things, Elon Musk. Self-driving cars are the natural extension of active safety and obviously something we should do, Elon Musk. There's a silly notion that failure's not an option at NASA. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough, Elon Musk. When I was a child, there's one thing I said: I never want to be alone. That's what I would say. I don't want to be alone, Elon Musk. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. I do love email. Wherever possible, I try to communicate asynchronously. I'm really good at email, Elon Musk. You could warm Mars up over time with greenhouse gases, Elon Musk. If you don't have sustainable energy, you have unsustainable energy. The fundamental value of a company like Tesla is the degree to which it accelerates the advent of sustainable energy faster than it would otherwise occur. I think we are at the dawn of a new era in commercial space exploration, Elon Musk. The United States is definitely ahead in culture of innovation. If someone wants to accomplish great things, there is no better place than the US. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. The factory is the machine that builds the machine, Elon Musk. We are the first species capable of self-annihilation, Elon Musk. An asteroid or a supervolcano could certainly destroy us, but we also face risks the dinosaurs never saw: an engineered virus, nuclear war, inadvertent creation of a micro-black hole, or some as yet unknown technology could spell the end of us. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future, and wondrous new technology, where you see it and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? I think there are more politicians in favor of electric cars than against. There are still some that are against, and I think the reasoning for that varies depending on the person, but in some cases, they just don't believe in climate change. They think oil will last forever. My vision is for a fully reusable rocket transport system between Earth and Mars that is able to refuel On Mars, this is very important, so you don't have to carry the return fuel when you go there. If you want to grow a giant redwood, you need to make sure the seeds are okay, nurture the sapling, and work out what might potentially stop it from growing all the way along. Anything that breaks it at any point stops that growth. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Doesn't work out. Boeing just took $20 billion and 10 years to improve the efficiency of their planes by 10%. That's pretty lame. I have a design in mind for a vertical liftoff supersonic jet. That would be a really big improvement. I wouldn't say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I'd like my fear emotion to be less because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. If you think back to the beginning of cell phones, laptops, or really any new technology, it's always expensive. Elon Musk. I don't spend my time pontificating about high concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. My opinion is it's a bridge too far to go to fully autonomous cars. Elon Musk. The key to making things affordable is design and technology improvements as well as scale. Elon Musk. Man has the power to act as his own destroyer, and that is the way he has acted through most of his history. Elon Musk. There's nothing I've bought, everything I want. I don't like yachts or anything. You know, I'm not a yacht person, and I've got pretty much the nicest plane I'd want to have. I do think there should be some regulations on AI. Elon Musk. In order for us to have a future that's exciting and inspiring, it has to be one where we're a space-faring civilization. Elon Musk. In the early days of aviation, there was a great deal of experimentation and a high death rate. Elon Musk. I had so many people try to talk me out of starting a rocket company. It was crazy. Elon Musk. The problem with car dealerships is you've already decided what you want to buy before you even go there, and you're really just going there to talk through some annoying negotiation. I'm a Silicon Valley guy. I just think people from Silicon Valley can do anything. Elon Musk. Physics is really figuring out how to discover new things that are counterintuitive, like quantum mechanics. It's really counterintuitive. Trying to read our DNA is like trying to understand software code with only 90% of the code riddled with errors. It's very difficult in that case to understand and predict what that software code is going to do. I've actually not read any books on time management. Elon Musk. I'd like to dial it back 5% or 10% and try to have a vacation that's not just email with a view. Elon Musk. I'm anti-tax, but I'm pro-carbon tax. Elon Musk. Tesla is becoming a real car company. Elon Musk. as you heat the planet up. It's just like boiling a pot, Elon Musk. Silicon Valley has evolved a critical mass of engineers and venture capitalists and all the support structure, the law firms, the real estate, all that are all actually geared toward being accepting of startups. Automotive franchise laws were put in place decades ago to prevent a manufacturer from unfairly opening stores in direct competition with an existing franchise dealer that had already invested time, money, and effort to open and promote their business. I've been to Disneyland like 10 times. I'm getting really tired of Disneyland, Elon Musk. I just want to retire before I go senile, because if I don't retire before I go senile, then I'll do more damage than good at that point, Elon Musk. I hate writing about personal stuff. I don't have a Facebook page. I don't use my Twitter account. I am familiar with both, but I don't use them. You need to live in a dome initially, but over time you could terraform Mars to look like Earth and eventually walk around outside without anything on. So it's a fixer-upper of a planet. The future of humanity is going to bifurcate into directions. Either it's going to become multiplanetary, or it's going to remain confined to one planet, and eventually there's going to be an extinction event. I usually describe myself as an engineer. That's basically what I've been doing since I was a kid, Elon Musk. Mars is the only place in the solar system where it's possible for life to become multiplanetarian, Elon Musk. Biofuels such as ethanol require enormous amounts of cropland and end up displacing either food crops or natural wilderness, neither of which is good. Particularly Instagram, people look like they have a much better life than they really do. People basically seem like they are way better looking than they really are, and they are way happier seeming than they really are. I think most of the important stuff on the internet has been built. There will be continued innovation, for sure, but the great problems of the internet have essentially been solved, Elon Musk. With DNA, you have to be able to tell which genes are turned on or off. Current DNA sequencing cannot do that. The next generation of DNA sequencing needs to be able to do this. If somebody invents this, then we can start to very precisely identify cures for diseases. It is definitely true that the fundamental enabling technology for electric cars is lithium-ion as a cell chemistry technology. In the absence of that, I don't think it's possible to make an electric car that is competitive with a gasoline car. I was born in Africa. I came to California because it's really where new technologies can be brought to fruition, and I don't see a viable competitor. What most people know but don't realize they know is that the world is almost entirely solar powered already. If the sun wasn't there, we'd be a frozen ice ball at 3 degrees Kelvin, and the sun powers the entire system of precipitation. The whole ecosystem is solar powered. Nobody wants to buy a $60,000 electric Civic, but people will pay $90,000 for an electric sports car, Elon Musk. It is theoretically possible to warp space-time itself, so you're not actually moving faster than the speed of light, but it's actually space that's moving. What I'm trying to do is to make a huge significant difference in spaceflight and help make spaceflight accessible to almost anyone, Elon Musk. Government isn't that good at rapid advancement of technology. It tends to be better at funding research to have things take off. You've got to have commercial companies do it. I'm glad to see that BMW is bringing an electric car to market. That's cool, Elon Musk. I think long-term you can see Tesla establishing factories in Europe, in other parts of the US, and in Asia, Elon Musk. Facebook is quite entrenched and has a network effect. It's hard to break into a network once it's formed, Elon Musk. I like the word autopilot more than I like the word self-driving. Self-driving sounds like it's going to do something you don't want it to do. Autopilot is a good thing to have in planes, and we should have it in cars. We could definitely make a flying car, but that's not the hard part. The hard part is, how do you make a flying car that's super safe and quiet? Because if it's a howler, you're going to make people very unhappy. I think whenever there's something that affects the public good, then there does need to be some form of public oversight. I think Tesla will most likely develop its own autopilot system for the car, as I think it should be camera-based, not LiDAR-based. However, it is also possible that we do something jointly with Google. So we originally expected to make about 35 gigawatt hours at the cell level and about 50 gigawatt hours at the module or pack level. Now we are expecting to do about 150 gigawatt hours in the same volumetric space as the original design. If anyone has a vested interest in space solar power, it would have to be me, Elon Musk. If you look at our current technology level, something strange has to happen to civilizations, and I mean strange in a bad way. And it could be that there are a whole lot of dead one-planet civilizations. Here in the West, people often don't like listening to their leaders, even if they are right, Elon Musk. It is true that SpaceX is partially a government contractor, but it would be unfair to say that SpaceX is entirely a government contractor, Elon Musk. I've actually made a prediction that within 30 years a majority of new cars made in the United States will be electric. And I don't mean hybrid, I mean fully electric, Elon Musk. The goal of Tesla is to accelerate sustainable energy, so we're going to take a step back and think about what's most likely to achieve that goal, Elon Musk. Obviously, Tesla is about helping solve the consumption of energy in a sustainable manner, but you need the production of energy in a sustainable manner, Elon Musk. On one of the SpaceX flights, we had a secret payload, a wheel of cheese. We flew to orbit and brought it back So it was the world's first space cheese. It was, in part, a tribute to Monty Python. If we could do high-speed rail in California just half a notch above what they've done on the Shanghai line in China, and if we had a straight path from LA to San Francisco as well as the Milk Run, at least that would be progress. There are really two things that have to occur in order for a new technology to be affordable to the mass market. One is you need economies of scale. The other is you need to iterate on the design. You need to go through a few versions. The odds of me coming into the rocket business, not knowing anything about rockets, not having ever built anything, I mean, I would have to be insane if I thought the odds were in my favor. There are some important differences between me and Tony Stark, like I have 5 kids, so I spend more time going to Disneyland than parties. Elon Musk. I wish we could be private with Tesla. It actually makes us less efficient to be a public company. Elon Musk. I'm trying to construct a world that maximizes the probability that SpaceX continues its mission without me. Elon Musk. There's no better place in the world for technology startups than Silicon Valley. There's such an incredible well of talent and capital and resources. The whole system is set up to foster the creation of new companies. Even if producing CO2 was good for the environment, given that we're going to run out of hydrocarbons, we need to find some sustainable means of operating. Thanks for watching.